Welcome back to the channel, all you beautiful people out there. This week, we're playing with a little carbon Kevlar and a little carbon fiber. Yes, these cars are so close to the same, but so much different. This one here, all about the carbon Kevlar. This one here, all about the black, the carbon fiber, and the classic good look. Twan, he seems to like a little bit of everything. We throw the colors on it, we throw the nice parts on it. It's just got all the little jazz, all the OEM bits, all the fun stuff. Lee, he a little performance based with a whole lot of class. So today, the wife is gonna be working on that one. I'm over here picking up where we left off last week, wiring. I have a lot of wiring, as you guys see. I'm making headway on this wiring harness here. We're going to the inside of the car. We're working on the outside of the car. Top side, bottom side, all sides. Need some fenders put on, some wiring done, and a whole lot of interior on this car over here that the wife's working on. It's got all the parts, all of them. This one, good luck to you, Lee. Have fun putting your interior back together, brother, because that is all at his house and that is all on him. He took it apart. And of course, we're waiting on some wheel studs for the old NSX. But look at that big dog. Magna Fuel, baby. She's all about it. Yep, that is for this right here. Arlen's car. That thing's gonna be a beast. Enough jibber jabber. You guys better sit down, grab some popcorn, and buckle in, because this week's gonna be a ride.
Always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind.
Woo! Just had to take a little break, get some grub, and man, you know what I find really funny? How you can be cleaning out a car that has nothing but B-series parts, and holy hell, that car is disgusting, y'all. What the hell? How's there spilt soda and food in the back of the car and it hasn't been ran since 2009? I don't know, not from us, but anyways, I'm over here, we're working on this thing. You guys seen, I'm doing a bunch of wiring. It's coming along really well. I've got just a few little plugs I gotta extend, fix. I gotta get a thermostat sensor in there, that's what I'm looking for now. Some little things, and then man, I don't even know what I'm on to next. I guess interior cleaning. But I'm here to take a little break and tell y'all how I keep going. AG1. Yep, the wife and I, we've been on it for a few months now, and I freaking love it. This is not a paid promotion. This ain't an advertisement. This ain't nothing, y'all. I'm down here, I work 20 hours a day, no joke. Y'all can see it. It's the real deal, and I stay going with my AG1. It's about 1 o'clock, we just ate, and I'm ready to close my eyes. But I guarantee as soon as I drink this here, woo, I'm gonna be energized and ready to go. So, go out, get yourself some AG1. I can't give you a promo code because I don't have one. Go out, spend your money. A little spendy, but hey, it makes you feel good, makes you feel right, and you know what? It keeps my energy right where I need it. So, back into a time lapse. Man, it's been a crazy one around here today. It's just been a wicked Friday, I tell you. But we finally got all our parts in for the NSX. Colin, what the hell is going on? Colin and I, we are working crazy to get this thing back together for old Vin here. We got the new studs on the back. I got the shortest ones I could get that were in stock, so I just need to come in. I'm gonna trim off just the front of these a little bit so they'll fit, but the backs are all pressed out, and then we are working on right now getting all the fronts out. We're gonna go ahead, they're the same way. NSX is super nice because they allow for the front wheel bearings to be unbolted versus a lot of cars where you gotta take the whole spindle off, you gotta press them out and press them back in. These just pull all the brakes off, undo the 4 bolts right there, and then this whole front hub assembly comes off with the wheel, I guess it's a wheel bearing assembly, and then we'll press these studs out, press the new ones in, and go from there. And the only reason we're pressing them is because they were snapping. As you guys can see, that's an old one with some rust. So let's dive into getting this thing all knocked out, down on the ground, and new car on the lift. Boys got the spit shine out for these ones. We just got all those done. You guys seen that was a little long time lapse there, but hey, a lot of little work just happened. We got the lugs all cut down. I cut them even a little bit shorter just so these caps would fit a little bit better on there. But now we got to lower this thing down, put an EGR delete plate on it, and this old NSX is done. The plate's pretty straightforward. It's just the old gasket and this little plate right here. So super simple. We're gonna move some cars, get this thing outside, and start probably back on lease. On today's episode of How Fucked is Fucked, we have stripped bolts, y'all. There's a gap in there. These youngins tried to do it themselves and they just stripped it all. Nice little map down pipe, but just stripped. We've got that. We've got tie rods, inner and outers. They've plumb been letting this car just get worked. So let's dive in, see if we can't get this thing knocked out. I did happen to get the NSX all squared away. Well, let me rephrase that. We, the company, Colin, he got the NSX all squared away. It needs a little bath, but it's black. And if y'all know anything with me and black cars, I just don't mess with them, especially if I'm not doing the paint on them. I'll let this customer clean it. I hate giving them back dirty, but it's just dust that got on it from grinding and over grinding. Not actually on the car, just dirt particles in the air, y'all. But anyways, she's all done, all tightened up, got new axles in it, new inner outer tie rods, all sorts of new stuff. Yep, let's dive into figuring out this damn car. It's always freaking something, y'all. The tank turbo's got to come off because we can't seem to get those. And then old Chris swang down and dropped off some front spindles and rear trailing arms. Bam, Colin's beating those out. I'm gonna get these fronts out. We're gonna get this rush job done so he can have these back tomorrow, so he can get them in the old CRX. And I guess we've got another car show next weekend that I didn't know about that we're going to. So we'll get old Donnie's car out there. It's a good thing it's still together, I guess. Anyways, let's dive into a time lapse and see how this goes.
No, I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up. No, I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up. No, I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people.
Man, we just got the greatest customers, I tell ya. He brought us down some old Mr. Jim's. Choo-wee! Yes, good old pizza there. We ate some pizza for dinner, so we're just getting all pizzaed out over here. But we're cruising away. We got the new studs in on the rears. We had to reuse the old wheel bearings because the new ones were wrong studs. Then I started on all the front stuff, but of course, typical O'Reilly's fashion, got the wrong wheel bearings, sent to Chris, or they just gave him the wrong ones, I don't know. So, skipping there, heading back now to the backs, and we got these PCIs. They're in there. Yep, let me see if I can get this one out. Here we go. That one's out. Those are the old PCI sphericals, nice and good. So now I gotta drill some holes in here, and get those babies bolted down, and then those will be good in the rear. Once we get those, I'm gonna come back over here and get the new lower ball joints put into those, because that is something I can do while we wait for the new wheel bearings. We'll have those in the morning. So that's where we're at. I'll catch you guys in the AM. Woo! It is finally the weekend, and you know what the weekend means, y'all? I get to tinker on my own stuff. Well, we're tinkering on old Son's and Pops' Jeep today. This is that cross member that I made in the last video that I actually didn't show you guys because I'm a jerk. So here's a good look at it now. We're not quite done with it. I mean, it's done, but we're gonna add a little bracing on the back here, just, you know, because we can. But that's where that's at, and then we built this exhaust up for old Pops' Jeep last week also, or maybe the week before. Last week, yeah. It came out good, put a little intake on this thing, you know the deal. And then, when he gets back down from Montucky, ooh, we got a surprise for y'all on that little Jeep. It's gonna be a fun one. But old Sleepy Boy Racing over here, he's gonna get the old night gen cleaned up again this weekend. He finally bought a reseal kit for the turbo there, so that should stop smoking. Fingers crossed. Him and I are gonna dive into that because we've never done one, but hey, we're gonna get it done. He's gonna get some injectors cleaned out. We're gonna build a new turbo manifold. He's gonna put the shift bushings on that I found in the pile of stuff around here. It's crazy what you have just laying around sometimes, I tell you. But he's gonna try to get those on, if they're the right ones. I think they're 8th gens. I think they're ones that I bought for the 8th gen, and then I ended up getting Acuity ones. Probably from Donovan, if I had to guess. And then that was how that worked. So, Acuity on ours now, we have those. We're gonna try them in here. But let's jump into a time lapse and see if we can't have a good old weekend here.
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win it life. I never miss, that's fact, taking big swings, bitch, hand me the bat, put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag, cause I sing what I mean and I bring it to the mad light. Ain't got time to kill, I got time to feel, I took the red pill, I know life's short so I wanna live real, but how's it supposed to feel?
As you guys see, old Colin's just cruising right along and there's a big old smudge on the screen. Yep, and I just got these made right here. We're gonna go ahead and put a bar from here down to those there. Make that up all nice and tidy. Get it painted, get it all bolted on. Colin's over here working on that, and I have got 3 sets of injectors to get cleaned, so I'm gonna hop onto those. Jeez, y'all know how we be around here. Sometimes we forget the damn cameras. But hey, Colin was over there working on his car, and then he had to leave to go to Summit. And then old Pops and I, we just got busy on the Jeep. And yep, there it is. We added to the member. It ain't the prettiest, it ain't the ugliest, but I did it while it was in the Jeep. So, we just tried to knock it out for him, give him a little bit extra. But that is a nice little trans brace that goes across there. And then, we added onto the muffler. It used to tip down right here. We added a section all the way across the back there. That comes all the way out, right over here. Looking kind of factory. Now we're gonna give it a little fire up and see if it don't sound a little better. I think it should, I don't know if it'll sound better, but at least all the exhaust will be out the back of the Jeep now versus like right at Pops' door. Oh yeah, 2.5 liters of Fury. A lot quieter. A lot. Man, how long has it been turboed, son?
2,000 miles.
2,000 miles worth.
2 months.
And he was experiencing boost creep. And today we pulled it in to fix the turbo. Turbo seals are bad on this turbo here. This nice Turbonetics right here. We were gonna take it off so we could replace the turbo seals. And Collins comes off very easy with just pulling the whole manifold. So I said, why don't you just pull the manifold off this thing? And what did you discover? It's broken. It is broken. Yep. Oh, that's why it held back there. That's where I had to MIG it. That's my little MIG spot. But what happened here is this is cheap exhaust. This is something that you would get from O'Reilly's and you would run out your tailpipe. This here is a really nice piece of stainless. And it is much thicker and much stronger than this material here. So is that cast and so is this flange. Old son don't like to keep his foot out of it. So you best believe banging, it just let go. It was bound to happen. I knew it wasn't gonna last forever, but I'm really glad we caught it today because the last thing we needed was that wastegate to fall off. So he went ahead, him and old Shay, they ran to old Summit. They got the good stuff there. I'm gonna build them a nice new stainless back purged manifold so it will not crack again. If I don't back purge it, it runs the chance of cracking. Back purge, very minimal chance of cracking. Let's dive into trying to get this old 9th gen fixed up. I got Pops' Jeep all done. Vin came and picked up the NSX. It's been a real good week. And Alvin, if you're watching, guess what? Colin will have all the bolts in his turbo now. So no problems there. It comes with the bolts. Pretty nice little kit. Fingers crossed it works. If not, we'll use what we can out of it, and what we can't, well, hopefully what we need's in there. Let's dive into some action. Oh yeah, and I almost forgot. I'm cruising on old Chris's rears here. We got the new studs in. We got the PCIs all bolted in and put in. And then we had to do O'Reilly's runs, wait on them, and get wheel bearings and all that good stuff, lower ball joints for these. These ones look like they're right, but they just press in and out real easy. Yeah, not good. So we're gonna get the right ones in there. I'm gonna press those. Hey, those will be done tonight too. And I flowed 1.5 million injectors today, y'all. Holy moly. There's a set here, K20. There's a set of IDs in here that I flowed. I've got a set of B series here, and then I've got these 8 LS injectors here. Woo! That thing's paying off, y'all. I love it. Queso pasa, this dude says. Whoa. Yeah, he's got a little bit of everything. He's like, all this goes back in that. I said, that's what they're telling us. That's what it's looking like. So we're just over here tearing down. I don't know. Oh, that probably just holds that. There's another. Don't lose track of how that all goes, because I know I'm gonna. And then we got to try to put it all back, but it's probably just this seal right here. That's being all your headache. That rubber seal right there. It's probably the one leaking. Yep. Oh, and there's another rubber seal right inside there. Oh no, that's one of those snap rings right inside there. Oh yeah, so right there's one of those rings, and then that brass fitting in the center there. Whoo! And I'm over here trying to fight with O'Reilly's on wheel bearings, because apparently these are DA Integra spindles. That stinks for me. Dang, old Chris got me there. So now Monday, those will be in. Yeah, they can't get them till Monday. But everything else is done, almost done. So that actually kind of makes my night a little bit easier, because I don't have to stress so bad on this. I can just stress over on this. Let Son work on his turbo, and I'm gonna work on his turbo manifold. Yes'm. Let's dive into it. Look at this guy. Man, oh man, he's getting the goodies on here. So, Colin is upgrading to stainless, getting rid of that crappy old exhaust. It broke all the heaven, y'all. I can't believe. Hey, it held up for 2,000 miles, and that's what I expected. It cracked all along there, cracked out all over there, and then it actually started to crack over here as well. Like I said, just a really old thin piece of regular old exhaust right there. We're not going to be doing that no more. Time to make some changes, get this thing a little bit better for him, and hopefully build a rad little setup, because the old Turbonetics he was using is no longer any good either, because somehow the dang wheel got beat up. So now we're putting this on here. Yep, this big old, geez Louise, he wasn't lying, that thing is heavy. Big old precision 6'2", 6'6", something like that. Y'all know the deal. We just, yes sir, that was it. There it is. We just scooped that baby up. Bad little unit. Oh yeah, that's the one right there, y'all. So we are going to get it put on and hopefully make this thing come alive.
No, I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up. No, I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up.
Wowzers. So now we're gonna throw a bolt in that, take and figure out where that needs to be clocked and sat, put my flange on there, tack weld it on, pull it off, weld it up over on the table. This thing will basically be back to how it was. That'll be too easy. Oh nope, I gotta do wastegate stuff. Yes, sun's coming up out of the windshield cowl, wherever we can get it. We're gonna put this guy down in here, something like that, with the old wastegate, gonna chill right up in here. So that's where we're at. We're gonna get this thing wrapped up, and then Sun should be actually like really good. He's gonna paint up some pipes, put on some ID 1050 injectors, and this thing should be just good to go for a little while now. And then we'll focus on getting these two blue ones out, get working on that one over there, and see what else we all got going on around here. So let's dive back into the turbo build. Y'all think it's a weekend around here. It's like 12:46 on a Saturday, and we're down here just working version 17.93 of the old turbo manifold here. The old cast, as you guys know, we welded this nice piece of stainless on, and you know, I gotta say, those are probably some of my nicest welds to date. We got some really nice coloring. They went all the way around. One little baby hiccup spot right there. But other than that, I'm gonna let this cool down. Yep, she's still warm. And then we are going to work on getting this mocked up here. Right now it sits underneath here, and it's really kind of a bugger to get on and off. So we think we're gonna go right here and then up out the hood with it. So let's find out. I don't know, I might put it somewhere else. We shall see. But hey, this thing's coming right along. It's gonna be like a one-day fix on the old 9th gen here. Holla. We putting in work down here yet. It's like 3 o'clock. You know the deal.
What time?
What time? 3 a.m. time, turbo time. We outdid ourselves on this one, y'all. She's pretty beautiful. So I had to cut it right there and reclock it because apparently my eyeballs were off. But then we came in. This isn't the most ideal spot for a wastegate, but it's also not the worst spot because it has a really good merge right up through there. And it has a massive hole. I made the hole as big as the entire wastegate opening there. So this thing will breathe all the air. It'll be nice and pretty. This thing should be solid. This should last him, I mean, literally, this should be basically a lifetime manifold until we change it, which will most likely happen because we'll just keep redesigning and coming up with new ideas and ways and things to do things. So that's where we're at. We're gonna slap this thing on, bolt that new Tursky up, and call it a night. We already got the exhaust side of it ready to go.
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win it life.
The party just never stops around here, y'all. Dang, it's almost that good old 420 time, but it's only 320. Ha! Shucks. Anyways, we got the old wastegate on and the old up tube. Yep, that's right. This baby's gonna come right up out of the cow. She's gonna rock like that. We got some wires to tuck out of our way, some oil lines to move, a few little things, but man, that is kind of slick. Wastegate right there. That'll actually work too because there's some air that moves there, so the heat should escape out the top real easy. Everything should just be right nice out the top. The turbo's there. Sun is getting the drain on. Drain line, feed line. I'm a yawning. And we're gonna get the boost pipes back on this and call it a night because actually we can't even call it a night until it's done because I only have the Grom and he's only got this. We're stuck here.
I'll sleep here. You know.
Dang straight. We might just take ourselves a little nap and call the wife in the morning and have her bring us some old donuts and coffee. Yes, 'em? needs a tune for sure. We're gonna, it goes 10 flat. Yep. Just when he starts getting to the boost tables, it goes 10s. It's like 5 a.m. We'll get you all a little later. Yep. He must be feeling himself. He gave it a bath. We're in here. Donnie's always getting us into something, I tell you. We got April's buggy in. We're gonna throw a little hitch on it. We're YouTubing how to do it here. These bumpers are kind of funky. They got this plastic trim that goes into the bumper. We're gonna figure this out and see if we can't turn this thing into a towing machine there, April. Yes'm. Woo, it's Monday, and I guess Monday means back to work, y'all. Colin and I are gonna whip this thing out, and then, man, we had a rookie mistake over here on this one. Rookie mistake. Happens to the best of us. I know we're not the only ones. This boy went out and bought himself a new $1,000 turbo. We redid the whole manifold, which we had to, because that was a mess. That thing just blew apart. But this one, it's gonna hold up, and man, look how beautiful it's getting. Pretty colors, except for our fingerprints, because we didn't get it clean before the first heat cycle, but hey, never mind that. Anyways, the dang turbo drain has a loop in it. Can't have loops on these drains. They gotta be a straight line all the way down so they can drain back into the pan. You can't have it low in the pan because then it won't drain back and you'll get oiling, smoking issues, and that's what happened there. The turbo could have used a rebuild, but hey, anyways, things happen, we learn, we move on, but that's where we're at there. He's gonna fix that line today and move on with it, which it's okay because he needed a fitting anyway, so you can't be mad at it. And then this one, we got in and outer tie rods, turbo stuff, it's still a mess, and then I'm still cruising on these over here. Right now I'm working on getting this fan put in where we need it. I gotta kind of move these AC lines around. But that's gonna work, and then I'm gonna try to get the oil cooler mounted. I did get all the line for this thing and all the fittings. So I think this car can, hopefully, fingers crossed, basically go together, get this cooling system knocked out, and get Lee running here. Let's see how the day goes. We are just putting the work in, y'all. Let's see what we can make of these things. They are cruddy. These are out of Chris's LS86 E85 car. We've got 7 dirty ones, one that looks kind of clean. We're gonna throw them in the injector cleaner, see what they do. All right, y'all seen them injectors in the cleaner, and guess what? They're still in the cleaner, but the rest of those parts came in for those bearings. We got those wrapped up. These things are just, I said, you know what? We're just gonna throw them in. We're gonna keep giving them a bath and a bath and a bath. I'm gonna try to get these right for our boy, Chris. You guys seen in this video, some EM1 action, a little bit of this action. This thing was a bugger, but it is all back together, all done. And guess what? No gap in the manifold. I got bolts in there. I think there's bolts that are long enough. Yep, those are all in. Those are all good. Everything's the way it should be. It's all tightened down. Whew, that was a chore. Colin was not feeling it, but hey, we got it done. And you know what? You guys are gonna have to tune in next week to see if we get Chris's injectors done. And what else we get into, you know? Anyways, that's gonna be it for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed. It wasn't the funnest, it wasn't the worst, but hey, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to hit that comment, that like, that subscribe, the share. Come on, y'all, help us out. Go buy some merch from the old channel there or the website. You guys know the deal. Let's get this EG built. Come on now. Catch you guys on the next episode.